What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. I'm your host, Tyrus Wilson. Rumors have been swirling. Rumors have been swirling throughout the week concerning the Washington Commanders, concerning Kirk Cousins, current quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, but he is currently a free agent. And there's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to his future of what team he's going to be on next. We hear Atlanta Falcons, you hear possibly the Steelers, and now you hear the Washington Commanders. Rumors have swirled that he has expressed interest in returning to Washington and coming back as the starting quarterback. This is big. To me, this is big news because, Washington has the number 2 pick. We're slated to pick a quarterback, right? But who knows what this new regime is going to do? Who knows what Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, and this new regime is going to do? They may be slated to say, hey, let's consider bringing Kirk in, right, as a starter for this season and not draft a quarterback. Say we pivot or trade down, or we possibly, pick Marvin Harrison. That's a possibility. That is a real possibility. Now, do I think it's likely? No, I don't. Do I think that would be the best option? No, I don't. I think they should go ahead and take the number 2 pick and draft the quarterback, whether that be Caleb Williams if he's there, or you trade up for Caleb. But more than likely, it's probably going to be Jaden Daniels or Drake May. I think that's the best option, is to take a quarterback at the number 2 pick. But Kirk Cousins, man, if he was to come back, I'm not going to hold you guys. This would be something that I would be, okay with. I wouldn't be too upset with it, but I wouldn't be as excited as I would be if we draft a quarterback. Now more than ever, we have the chance to completely restart a new era, completely redo what has been just terrible times for the Washington Commanders in the past, right? We have the chance now to start over and do it the right way. New owner, we got that. New front office, new GM, we got that. New head coach, new coaching staff, we got that. And now the biggest thing is getting a new quarterback. That's no knock on Sam Howell. That's definitely not a knock on Kirk Cousins. But we need a fresh start here. And quite frankly, when it comes to Kirk, his health is still a big issue. We don't know what he's going to be like after coming off of that injury. Leg injuries are no joke, right? A torn Achilles, that's not a easy thing to come back from in general, but especially at his age and how long he's been in the league at this point. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. I love Kirk's game. I really do. I feel like he's one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks in the NFL. I expressed that a while ago, going back into the offseason of last season, expressing my top 10 quarterbacks list. I had Kirk on that list, and a lot of people gave me, criticism for that. But Kirk Cousins is a dog. He's a fighter. He has grit. He has strength. And he's gonna give his all for his team 100%. And he displayed that in Washington the first go around with the Redskins. He displayed that with Minnesota in his time there. But I think now, it's time. It's time for Washington to finally restart. It's time for us to start over and get a fresh start. And Kirk Cousins, I'm wishing him the best wherever he signs. But seeing him go to Washington, I just don't see it. I think that Atlanta is definitely a solid spot for him. I think so. Or possibly Pittsburgh, but I think that Atlanta is the better spot, reuniting with Raheem Morris. They both were together in Washington a while ago, those years back. It would be a good reunion. Also, I feel like Atlanta, while they're in a slight rebuilding mode, they're also in between a rebuilding mode and a win now mode. So definitely, I think Atlanta is definitely a better fit for Kirk Cousins rather than Washington, because Washington, let's call it what it is. We're trying to win now. Of course, the goal is always to win, but we're in a rebuild. Let's call it what it is, folks. We're starting fresh, okay? And Atlanta has some pieces there where it might fit Kirk a little bit better, right? But I have no doubt if Kirk Cousins was to come to Washington, Terry, easy 1,000. Jahan Dotson, easy 1,000. I believe that. I believe that. But the reason why it doesn't make any sense is because we've seen this story time and time again. You get a vet QB, he shows promise, you start winning games, you get to the playoffs, crumble. And who knows if we even get to the playoffs. The NFC East is no joke. It's no joke. The whole division is at each other's necks. You got Dallas. I don't see them falling off too much. I don't see them falling off too much. Philly, they gonna do what they do. Hey, they got a few fresh starts as far as coaching staff and roster, and of course the Giants too. See how they look without Saquon. So that's gonna be different. But yeah, 100%. Kirk Cousins. Don't see it. I just don't see him coming back. I mean, rumors say he's expressed interest in returning, but I think that may be a desperation call because you come back to Washington, we're not giving you top dollar. We have the cap space, but we're not giving you top dollar. More than likely, we're not making the playoffs. And it's just almost too much to pass up with that number 2 pick to not get a quarterback. So it's like, say we do get Kirk, there's a real possibility you get Kirk, we still draft the quarterback. So you're mentoring your replacement, and you're gone within the next 2 years, maybe 3 if you're lucky. But no, let's shut that down, folks. I was a fan of Kirk Cousins when he was here with the Redskins. I'm a fan of him now, but that time has passed. We don't need to recycle anything at this point in time. Maybe for the O-line, but definitely not for quarterback. We don't need to recycle any quarterbacks that we had in the past. And it's time for that veteran QB era of Washington signing vet QBs. It's time for that era to be done with. End that now. Scratch it off the board. Cut it out. We need a rookie quarterback. We need a franchise quarterback. We need a franchise quarterback. We don't need no 35-year-old, 36-year-old old quarterback coming in here trying to carry that terrible offense to a playoff spot, because it's gonna end terribly. It would end terribly. Guys would get their stats like Terry, like Jahan, like B-Rob. Yeah, they would get their stats and run it up. But we're trying to win here. Those guys want to win. I think that's the biggest thing. Those guys want to win and be successful. And a rookie quarterback, whether it be Caleb Williams, whether it be Jaden Daniels, whether it be Drake May, that's the best direction for us, a rookie quarterback. Because we need a fresh start. That's clear at this point. I really don't see Kirk Cousins coming in here, doing much for this team when it comes to winning. I don't think he's going to affect the team very much. Now, do I think a rookie quarterback's going to just be amazing his rookie year? No, but it's a long-term investment, right? That's what you have to see when it comes to moves in the NFL that these GMs and coaches are making. They're making moves that are long-term, down the road. You're not putting all of your eggs in one basket based off of one season. That's not what we're doing anymore in Washington. That's what they did under the Dan Snyder era. We're not doing that anymore. We got Josh Harris, new owner. We got Adam Peters, new GM. We got Dan Quinn, new head coach. Joe Witt Jr., new defensive coordinator. We're going to get our new quarterback very, very soon. In conclusion, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the Fourth and Goal Sports YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tyrus Wilson. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, as well as follow to the Fourth and Goal Sports Instagram page. And before you click off of this video, before you leave, please be sure to comment. Do you want Kirk Cousins to return to Washington? Yes or no? I want to hear it in the comments. I'm your host, Tyrus Wilson. Have a blessed day. Peace.